Here from the Comic Bug in Manhattan Beach, I'm Isaac from Time and Space Cosplay, Geek Hot, and Nerder Mysteries Presents. And this is Episode 3, Under the Lake, of Doctor Who Reviews from That Hashtag Show.
Spoilers.
What?
Read ahead, spoil all the surprises. Not peeking at the end.
Isn't travelling with you one big spoiler?
We start our story off with a bit of concept, and this concept was brilliant. One thing I really like is the inclusion of Toby Whithouse. Now, Toby Whithouse, as some of you may know, is the head writer and created Being Human, which is a fantastic series all about ghosts, vampires, and monsters. Now, Toby Whithouse is also a comedian, and while the comedy in this episode kind of fell a little short of what we're used to with Doctor Who, didn't quite land as well, probably because these are not characters that he designed himself. What did end up really coming together was an absolutely wonderful explanation of the paranormal. Now, for me personally, I'm a big fan of paranormal, love me some supernatural, loved Being Human, and so seeing this all come together in one of my favorite shows was wonderful, and this concept was great. Now, it lagged a little bit, and we do have some weak points along the way. But overall, as far as the concept goes, I am going to say for this episode, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 hashtags. I gotta get into the plot itself, and sadly, I'm not that impressed. This was a great setup, a great idea. We have ghosts, and we have our paranormal episode that Doctor Who loves to do. But as far as this particular plot, it was weak. It was a little predictable. It was very asymmetrical to the rest of what was just happening. It sort of just leapt right into the episode without any sort of segues or anything. There was no tie-ins, and so with the plot kind of teetering on this very tedious, predictable stories, it was almost like we were felt like I was waiting for part 2 of this episode. Now, one interesting thing though is these two-parters are making this a little more tolerable. One brilliant thing that came about is we're pulling back to the classic Doctor Who series of having these multiple part episodes. So we are getting this chance to kind of get these great cliffhangers, get these ideas for how people talking about it around the water cooler, and not just saying, well, that was a great a little plot, but that didn't really make me want to talk about it or feel for the characters. We're now getting this chance to where we can really grow with each one of the ideas. So for the plot itself though, I do gotta say 2 out of 5 hashtags. Now we're going to jump right into characters, and I am excited to talk about this because, as I've been mentioning over and over and over again, we are seeing Arthur in everything. And we jump right in with the great and powerful Castiel through the appearance of a woman who cannot speak. She is a mute, and she is utilizing someone else to speak through her. Now, in the Arthurian legend, we got a lot of angels and demons and all of these different things, and you can really see that Toby did his research for this. And with that, we have these characters that really bounce off of each other very, very well. I have to say the acting of these even the extras that are coming on were so powerful. I remembered some of their names. I mean, a lot of times you get these other characters, and not since the days of, Waters of Mars, where everyone remembers Adelaide, right? Have we seen these characters that are all on a ship trying to deal with something, but we are actually feeling compassionate for them. It was great. I don't think Jenna was written well in this episode. I think the one thing that we're seeing is we're pulling back again to her being just a foil for the episode, and that's very unfortunate because she was really starting to get her stride. But other than that, you know, everything turned out all right in the end, and we're going to see this inclusion of this now Victorian era, or which looks like from the past, which looks a little pre-flood, and I'll just throw that in there for you literature fans, and we'll go ahead and see how that goes for the characters in that. So overall, though, I'm going to say 3 out of 5 hashtags. Overall, I'm very happy that Toby came to write for the show. I'm looking forward to seeing the second part of the episode, but it was definitely not my favorite, and I don't see much replay on the episode itself like we saw for the first 2, trying to catch up on other things. There was not that much extra detail you're going to run into, and very predictable plot, like I said. However, he did do a lot of great setup, which you can see Toby Whithouse is very good at making setup for a show and then really bringing the characters out. So I'm hoping with the second episode, we get a real good kick. That was this one was just sort of the upswing, the beginning of the swing, and we're gonna really hit that home run on the second part. So overall, I really did enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed it too, and I'm gonna go ahead and say 3 out of 5 hashtags.
What does that mean? What are you telling me, big man?
Before I go, I just want to tell you thank you all for watching. This has been fun for me, and I hope you've enjoyed it as well. Now, I shouldn't tell you this, but that hashtag show has me going on a very top secret special mission for the next couple weeks. And because of that, I'm going to be handing over the baton to my good buddy Daniel.
No need. I've got my own.
Ready to take this home?
Oh yeah.
I'm Isaac.
I'm Daniel. And go ahead and click that subscribe button to make sure you keep up to date on everything trending in geek pop culture.
We're here at the Comic Bug in Manhattan Beach, and this is That Hashtag Show.